Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this evening I had this strange idea. Can I run an LLM locally? And the reason I wanted to do that is because I've got a System 76 and I have an open source GPU. So I don't have NVIDIA or anything like that. So I thought, okay, can I actually run it? So I thought, okay, let's just get Ollama 3, which is the easiest one to get. So I'll leave a description to the docs I used to get Ollama 3. So all I did was go to the docs, and it says because I'm using Linux, I just curl the Ollama 3 install. As per the docs, I ran Ollama service or serve, which then starts a service called Ollama, and then you just do the version. And everything should be fine up until here. You'll get the Ollama version. Obviously, if you've got a GPU, all of that stuff, install the other stuff as they say here in the docs. Like I said, I've got an open source GPU, an Intel, and I know for a fact because when I tried to install Ollama, it actually told me that it can't find a GPU or couldn't find any NVIDIA GPU. So what it's going to do is it's going to use the CPU. Now, is there a way to kind of tailor what GPU you use? I don't know. I couldn't find anything. So if you do know, leave it in the comments. So I've already got Ollama. If I do status, you can see Ollama is running at the top there. Now, couple of things that I ran into. One of the things, so obviously now that I've got Ollama running, I thought let's see if I can use the APIs. If you go to the API docs, and it says you can make a post request to the API generate. The first thing before I could actually do that, I ran into one of the problems was it kept telling me that 1134 port is in use, and I know for a fact that I don't have anything using 1134. And I know a lot of people ran into the same problem. So I just restarted the service and that was fine. So if you ever run into that problem, just do that. Once you have that, you should be able to make a post request to API generate. But for me, I ran into a problem where it just kept telling me it couldn't find Llama 3 because I was making a request and saying, oh, can you use Llama 3.2? And it kept telling me there's no Llama 3.2. And I was like, why? So anyway, a bit of research and stuff like that. It said you actually got to pull Llama 3 before you actually use it. And I couldn't find anywhere in the docs unless I missed it. So I tried to do that. I tried to do Ollama 3. Sorry, I can't even copy properly. I tried to do Ollama 3. I won't do it because I know this is going to try and pull. But that didn't work. It kept pulling, and then when I tried to run it again, it kept telling me there's no models. So I was like, what the hell is going on? A bit of research and stuff like that. If you run into the same problem, I ended up doing run because I've seen someone else do this. Ollama run Llama 3.2. For me, it was a better command. When I say better command, it actually pulls. It's almost like Docker kind of the way it works. So it kind of then pulls Ollama 3.2 and then gets you into an interactive shell. Now, I've already got Llama 3.2, but what's weird, and I'll show you. So you can actually list the models. So if I do list, it says no models, which is very strange. I think I'm missing an environment variable. So if you do know what it is, I think from looking at some of the problems other people faced, they had to set environment variables to the blob folder or something like that. I think I've got an issue that somebody had somewhere here. I had it earlier down here. So instead of looking at models, you look at model/blobs, and then you you kind of set the environment variable. Anyway, for me, it kind of just worked when I hit the run command. I'll do it again. If I hit Ollama run Llama 3.2, this is going to go into interactive shell because I've already got Llama 3.2. But when I list it, it says I don't have any models, which is really strange. But it works, and I'll keep it very simple because I know my machine will struggle. 2 plus 2, and let it run itself. So 2 plus 2 equals 4. So you can see it's actually working. Now, As you can imagine, I don't have an NVIDIA GPU, so I am actually struggling to get this to work. But I will show you that it actually works. And I know for a fact that I had a typo earlier, which actually doesn't make any difference. So I did that, and then by default, the API will stream. So you get a whole bunch of JSON coming through. So I actually turned streaming off by setting streaming to false, and if I run that, you can see now the API is running, but you will notice that my machine starts struggling, because look at the CPU. It's using all the cores that I've got available. Look at my memory. I've got 16 gigs of RAM on this laptop, and it's chunking away at 10.8. Yeah, so it is using a lot of my resources. You can see all the CPUs are going, which is a bit, yeah, I mean, like Llama 3 kind of warned me that it will end up using the CPUs because it doesn't have a GPU. So it has now worked, and as you can see, I've got a response. Pretty cool, huh? Running a whole LLM locally. Obviously, if I had a GPU, this would be a lot faster. So that was how you do it. I'll put a link to this docs if you want to have a look. Pretty straightforward. Like I say, some of the things you'll run into, and then you've got other options you can change. Where is the API? Docs here. Override what the model does. Templates. Stream yes or no. If true, no formatting will be applied to your prompt. So you can change a lot of stuff. But yeah, so just have a look at the docs. But that's how I did it. And as you can see, I'm running Ollama 3 locally, even though I don't have a proper GPU and my machine actually struggles. But yeah, so it works. So that's it for this short video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.